big victories. Your second victory, right?
Yep.
So how was that?
I enjoyed it, but it seemed so. I won in 2010, and then again in 2012 or 13, and then in 2011 I got second. At second place, you know, it's all worth it. I mean, it was all three were pretty good runs, and I am going to do Beargrease 2014 too.
Defend your title, right?
Yeah. Yep. Defend it. And I enjoy the community around here. And I've met a lot of people at the road crossings, checkpoints.
So how many times have you run it now?
I was trying to add it up. I think that was number 7.
Wow. So 2 victories out of 7. That's pretty good. Plus the second place.
Yeah.
So have you been, you know, running the dogs your whole life, just about?
Since I was 12 years old, I've been running dogs. Yeah. Mom and Dad helped out, and now Carrie and the boys are my helpers. And
the next generation, right?
Yeah, and Dad and Mom still come out and help.
What were the conditions like out there? You know, what was your strategy going in?
Well, the strategy going in was to keep them slow because it was so warm.
Yeah, I was out there taking pictures.
It was so warm, so I didn't care how fast them or slow them dogs ran the first day and a half, because I figured that if I tried to race them that early, it would just end up in a disaster. And by keeping them just kind of, basically I kept them flat, you know, didn't really encourage them to do a whole lot, but just to keep traveling, and they did it. And then when it got cold there towards the end, we started, now it's time to race, and them dogs knew. They just bolted, they took off, and there wasn't a chink in the armor. Once we got to the halfway point, kind of looked over some statistics real quick of how everybody else is doing. I thought, well, I'm still in the game here, but I really, the run from Trail Center at Devil's Track at 67 miles. It's a long route, longest part of the trail. And I knew I was close, but I didn't quite want to push them. But then them dogs, they just kind of started rolling, and I didn't hold them back. We went for it. So I made my move about halfway point. Got a little bit more of a lead. And it's kind of difficult though. I had Keith Eiley behind me. He was just minutes behind me all the time. And when I got to the Highway 2 on the return, he was left 12 minutes behind me, and I thought, well, it's time to go now. And then everything went together just perfectly the last 30 miles. And I think we beat him in by 50 minutes.
Wow. So
we put 38 minutes on him in 33 miles. That's over a mile a minute faster. That's pretty good.
You know, why did you decide to make the jump up?
Oh, I always wanted to do that. I always wanted to do Iditarod. It's kind of been the main thing that's been in my head all these years, you know, finishing underneath the Burled Arch with hundreds and hundreds of followers watching at the finish line. And testing yourself. Can you handle the cold? Can you handle the terrain? Can you handle the weather? Yeah, I think it'd be
a big adventure. So what really distinguishes it from the Beargrease? You know, what are you going to have to prepare for?
As far as the training, I think I'll keep it about the same from Beargrease to Iditarod. I might adjust a few things, but overall it'll be about the same. I'd probably go out more on, probably train more in the cold weather, try to find more Alaska type conditions that we get here in Minnesota, you know, wind, snow, and it even rains up in the Iditarod too. Yeah, I think the Beargrease is about the closest step you can get to jump into be successful at the Iditarod. Not that I'm going to be successful at it, I just want to have a good run. I think having a good run here at the Beargrease helps out for your future in that Iditarod.
What are your goals? You know, you want to be competitive, of course, but
yeah, but it's 1,000 miles, and you don't have to race all 1,000 miles of it. So I'd probably go in there we'll go in there slow, take our time, kind of ease the dogs and me into a routine. And then we'll see where we're at come halfway or when we hit the coast. The last 250 miles towards Nome. If we're doing quite well, we'll see how good we can do. But my goal is to get underneath the World Arch in Nome to finish. My second goal is to be the Rookie of the Year. I really don't have a third goal. The third goal is to not come home without a finish. We got a lot of fundraising to do to get up there. And maybe if we make a little extra fundraising, I think we can stay up there and race. There's another race shortly after Iditarod that we can stay and do. But Iditarod first. Well, I'd just like to thank everybody who's been behind me and supported this. And Millwright Local 1548 for sponsoring me to the Beargrease. That surely definitely helped out. Hopefully we can get some more sponsors to help with the Iditarod. It's going to be an expensive journey.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the hook and let him go. Ladies and gentlemen, there goes Nathan Schroeder from Chisholm, Minnesota.